Well, there is an overwhelming and growing need to better understand how our brain works, how it functions and processes information. Here to discuss the importance of understanding the brain and to share details of a new technology to assess brain function are sports neurologist Dr. Jeffrey Kutcher from the University of Michigan and Hall of Fame football player Curtis Martin. Gentlemen, thank you both for joining me this morning.
Well, thanks for having us.
Good morning, Heather. You're welcome.
My pleasure. Now, Doctor, I'd love to start with you. There's a new movie, a Will Smith movie actually, called Concussion. So tell us why that movie is pretty relevant in what we're talking about today and how it's really going to affect your patients.
Well, while we've seen concussion as a growing issue in sports, and my patients certainly have been aware of the issue more now in the past couple of years than in the past, you know, a major Hollywood movie like Concussion is going to amp that up. It's going to really bring the issue even more to the fore. And, you know, for me, while it is a movie that is a fictional representation of facts, we keep that in mind for sure. But if it just heightens the awareness of some of the concerns that we have as physicians and as athletes, and gets people to see physicians to be evaluated in a comprehensive manner, then that's really all that matters to me.
Definitely. And Curtis, of course we know you, love you, awesome football player. You have some very personal experience with concussion. So brain injuries, this is a topic that's really kind of near to your heart. So tell us about that.
Yeah, it's definitely near to my heart. And, you know, during my 11-year career, one of the things that I can admit is that I wasn't very responsible and that I didn't always make the wisest decisions, especially as it pertained to concussions or my physical health. I was the type of guy who wanted to stay on the field against all odds. And of course, that's not always the best decision. What I really appreciate about DNA technology is that it equips the player as well as the coach and the doctors to make a more informed, more responsible decision.
So BNA is this new technology that we're talking about again. This is really a game changer, doctor, for sports, for athletes, and for doctors. You
know, I think it is, because as Curtis mentioned, you know, there's a mindset that athletes want to stay in the game as well. A lot of times people are hurt, they don't know they're hurt. And so it's really up to the physicians and the people that take care of athletes to look out for their well-being, you know, at all costs. And to date, we haven't had a tool that measures brain networks, that actually maps the brain and how it works. The tools to manage concussion and manage long-term brain problems have been more focused on the clinical effect, how that person is feeling or how they're doing, how they perform a task. This is more about how is the brain actually working at a very basic level. And so the first time we have a tool that is able to let us look at that directly.
So then, Doctor,
patients sit in front of a computer and they do a task repetitively while electrodes pick up brain waves while they're doing the task. Those brain waves are then analyzed in such a fashion as to produce a map of the network that's produced by the brain to perform the task. And so it doesn't matter how they do on the task as far as the actual performance. It matters how the brain put things together to get the task done. And so we're talking about looking at the injury itself and not the effect of the injury. And when we're dealing with people that are so different, every brain is different, every injury is different, this becomes a very powerful tool.
Yeah, one of the things as a professional athlete, that you learn to do is to compensate. So if your right knee is hurting, you put more pressure on your left knee. If your shoulder's hurting, you know, you use your other shoulder. We're really good at compensating. And one of the things that I appreciate about this is that it takes away the guess factor. It gives you a definite number to allow you to understand how your brain is properly functioning, and it is based more on the facts about how your brain is functioning versus your feelings.
Amazing. Well, this new technology is definitely exciting. I know coaches, doctors, parents are going to want to get more information on this. So tell us where we can go for that.
Sure, that's very easy. Go to mybna.com to learn more about the tool, the technology, the research that we've done, and to find a location near you to get tested.
Well, this is excellent. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome, Heather. Have a good day.
You too. Now, don't touch that remote. The Morning Blend will be right back after this.